Example 4. Are these two expressions equivalent? In this example, we are not given a value that we're supposed to plug in for r, so we have to actually follow our steps. Step 1 says select a number to replace the variable, and this selection is you just thinking about what you think would be an easy number to plug in, because you can select any number to plug in. So I'm going to choose, for this example, I'm going to plug in 1 the first time for the variable r. So wherever there's an r, I'm going to replace it with a 1. Now remember that this 4 is a coefficient, and the coefficient is the number being multiplied by the variable. So this really means 4 multiplied by r. So I am now multiplying 4 by, in this case, 1, because wherever there's an r, I'm going to replace it with 1. So even this exponent that's an r is going to replace with the value 1. Now from here, I don't have any parentheses. I look at exponents, 1 to the power of 1. Well, basically, the exponent of 1 tells you how many copies of the base that I need, and I only need 1 copy of the base. So 1 to the power of 1 is the same as 1. 4 times 1 is equal to 4. And then 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. Sorry, I kind of jumped ahead there. I went on to, from exponents, I moved to multiplication, and then I moved on to the addition at the end. So I get 5. Now over here, I'm going to replace r with 1. So I'm going to place a 1 here instead of r, and then I'm going to place a 1 here instead of the exponent. And then I deal with the parentheses first. So let me erase this PEMDAS so I can start over and use it for this next expression. And I start inside the parentheses, and inside the parentheses I see exponents and I see addition. So I need to deal with the exponents first. So 1 to the power of 1, well, the exponent tells you basically how many copies of the base that you need, and you only need 1 copy of the base, so that would be 1. 1 to the power of 1 is just 1. And then I would move on to the addition and subtraction next inside the parentheses. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. And then once I've simplified the parentheses, I can move on to the next step, which is multiplication. And I'll multiply 4 times 2, and I'll get 8. And actually, I'm not going to need to plug in another value for r, because as soon as you see that a number that you plug in for r makes it so that we get 2 different answers, we know that these two are not equivalent. So are these two expressions equivalent? No. These two expressions are not equivalent.